Hello, everyone. My name is Jaybird, and welcome back to Seduce Me, the Otome. Without any further ado, let's get right back to where we left off last time. Excuse me. All at once they looked at me. I didn't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important. Like a queen or something.
What is it, miss?
I wanted to thank you for the food, but I still don't know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Understand? Yeah, like being told that a bunch of incubi randomly appearing in your house was perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits. So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
It's fine, I guess. So, you're all better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
You mean my house? Huh? Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
I'm fucking done, okay? I'm fucking done! Sexual energy. We feed on sexual energy. We can just touch your hand and get the sexual energy from it. Ugh, sexual energy. I was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't just kisses that gave them power, it was anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while. These incubi intrigued me, but at the same time I could almost hear a warning siren going off in my head.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
What's your numbers? What's your sign? Well, what do you all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
Oh wow, you haven't even thought about what you're gonna do?
That is a very good question. We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
Oh god damn it. Sleepover! Incubi sleepover! No hinky pinky now!
We can take them easily.
No, you guys just got your asses whipped and you saying that you can take them easily? If you think that's true, you would have beat them the first time.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
Exactly. At that moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly felt sorry for them. Oh, that means you're human. They couldn't possibly survive out there. If they didn't know it was legal to break into people's homes, they probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff. They probably would cause chaos all over town. Or on the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning and be poked and prodded like lab frogs or for research. That was even worse. I like how he's just like, I know exactly what you're thinking right now, Mr. Orange Hair. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. What? Okay. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the trauma that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I have to spend more time with myself. But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and being lonely. I just didn't realize it at the moment. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. Yo, same here. That's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see what he had to say about it. I had never seen him before that. What the fuck? I had never seen him before that. What better time to see him than? What? I don't know how to fucking read this, 'cause what the fuck? I'd never met him before that. Better time to see him then. If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost, and, like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall, and eyes looking at the strangers passing by. And, like always, people continued to pass by and life continued to go on. I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was until a voice brought me back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity! Oh.
Hun, is that you?
I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving. Life began moving its rusty joints, and I realized that things were moving along. Suddenly I had become part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help them, so would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangement that I had imagined when I first moved in. There was the matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as lab rats made my stomach queasy. And even if they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over. They would practically think I was part of a harem or something. Oh God, imagine if my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. Ugh, this was hard. Maybe I should have written out a pros and cons list before actually having to make the decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
What? What? It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little, but it did kind of make sense. They weren't in the same exact situation that I was in before, but I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help, as weird as that sounded. Clenching my hands into fists, I strengthened my resolve to speak up. Well, you could.
What was that, lovely lady?
Changed my mind! That is,
Spit it out already.
you could stay here. You could stay with me here if you'd like. As soon as I finished my sentence, the room became still. I'm not sure what went through their heads for my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. It seemed like you all needed a place to stay, and, well, I just moved into this giant house, so it seemed like it made sense. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking. If you would like to stay here, though, there are 2 things that I need all of you to follow.
Yes?
You sound a bit desperate there, James! First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or any guest that comes over. Well, save for enemies, but you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
Second, you have to help me with any errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
What? No! 5 hot guys living in my house. That's not gonna burden me. It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
I like Sam's face.
What? Are you serious?
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
Oh, you poor baby. You can sleep in my bed, baby. Oh, I'll sleep on the floor. They all seemed to like the idea except for Sam, and hey, I didn't really hate the idea either. Even if they were incubi. It would be interesting having 5 guys help me taking care of the house, given they would follow the rules that I just laid down.
Grr, fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
You sound constipated. You need to take a shit.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
No.
Yes, this is awesome.
Yay.
Also beautiful, if you need a bedfellow.
No! No! I'm walking away from this conversation. We're not having this discussion at the dinner table. Don't make me lose my appetite.
Eric, knock it off.
No, Eric. Keep going. Oh. I was happy that they agreed. Oh my god, an achievement. Achievement unlocked. Starting something new. Something. Blah, blah, blah. I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help and my want to help people was fulfilled. I would never be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
And the food is stone cold now.
Finally, I'm starving.
Finally, I'm starving. Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with the food on the table. I noticed James's eye twitching in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Starving?
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
Backyard swine. I almost couldn't hold it in. But then I did. So I didn't. I would kind of laugh a little bit. I looked back at Damien, who had been silent the whole time. He was leaning against the far wall, moving his lips almost silently to the empty space beside him. Out of curiosity, I looked the same way, though I found nothing there.
It's nothing.
Huh? I looked back to see Damien looking at me with his normal blank face. I couldn't help but stare back, feeling the red tint of embarrassment spreading across my face. As I stared, Damien gave me a very small smile and closed his eyes, returning to his slots. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. That was an awesome song. Please play more. Huh? It's my mom. Excuse me. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off. Ma'am. Hi, Mom. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
Shit! A house party? Tomorrow night? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
I knew exactly what she meant. He didn't like long, relaxing periods between important events. It was slightly messed up. I was expected to act on the drop of a dime, from moving immediately the day after a funeral to my grandfather's house to now organizing a party. I know, well, since I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it, I'm going to need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
I know. I have to do it myself. He won't help.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Mom. Great. Now how am I going to do this?
Is something wrong?
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
Huh? How did you... Oh, right. Mind reading. But yeah, I gotta do it soon or my parents will be really disappointed. I'll have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
I don't see why not.
Woo!
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
Oh, fuck you.
Sam,
Back off.
Oh my god.
we'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
That was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer help right off the bat. The boys? No, honey, the men. The beasts. The sexual beasts. Oh! So sensual. I couldn't help but smile. I was actually rather thankful now that I let them stay. Now I didn't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, I couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
No. Haha. Yeah. It's been a long day. At least tomorrow's the weekend so I can sleep in. Then it hit me. Wait, where are you all going to sleep?
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
Oh, got it. Alright then, I'm heading to my room to study and sleep. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow?
Have a good night.
I'm gonna lock my door. I will, you too. With that, I left the dining room and went to my room.
Eric, no.
Yes! Eric, yes!
What? I wasn't
sorry saying I had to cut it off here, but if you like this episode of Seduce Me the Otome, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!